Hello and welcome. In today's video, I will be giving a step-by-step on how to make your own orgeat for cocktails and other uses. We'll also cover how to use it to make a Mai Tai. And if you could, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. Orgeat is an almond syrup typically used in Tiki style drinks, most notably in Mai Tais. You can buy this in the store, but it's never as good as homemade, and the ones that are quite expensive and difficult to find. It's really simple to make, and you only really need 2 ingredients aside from water. There are several ways to go about making orgeat, but this is by far the easiest and least time-consuming way. I only use almonds, sugar, and water to make my orgeat. You can add orange blossom water as well as almond extract, but those ingredients are optional. I like using sliced almonds because you don't need to soak them beforehand. If you are going for a really light-colored orgeat, it's best to use whole almonds so that you can blanch them and remove the skins easier. However, when you remove the skins, I find you lose a little bit of flavor and might need to add some almond extract. The first thing I do is to make a simple syrup, though not the traditional 1-to-1. Instead, I will be adding 1 cup of sugar to 1.5 cups of water to a saucepan and heat over low heat. In the meantime, I'm going to blitz the almonds in a food processor. I'm looking for particles slightly larger than almond meal. After the sugar has been dissolved, I will add the hot syrup to the pulverized almonds and let this steep for a couple of hours. After the almonds and syrup have marinated together for a bit, I like to add the mixture to a blender to extract more flavor from the almonds. I will blend all of it together, gradually increasing the speed. But since I still have to strain the orgeat, I don't want the almond particles too small that the strainer won't catch them. I use a mesh strainer to strain the syrup into a measuring glass and gently move the mixture around so the syrup can flow through, but not pressing too much that I push the almond particles through. The strainer I used wasn't quite fine enough, and I ended up having to strain it again using a much smaller and finer strainer. This took forever. But as you can see, the result is a beautifully smooth almond syrup. Whatever you do, do not discard the almond solids. One of the perks of making your own orgeat is that it's actually a 2-for-1 recipe. You get delicious almond syrup and some bonus marzipan. You can use marzipan for cakes, pies, galettes. The possibilities are endless. Now that our orgeat is ready to go, let's make a Mai Tai. First, I'm going to juice half a lime over a strainer into my shaker tin. You need a 1/2 ounce of lime juice, so I'm just going to double check by pouring the juice back into my jigger. Next, I'll pour a ½ ounce of Orgeat into my shaker tin. I like to start with creamier ingredients first, because there's always some residue left inside the jigger. The next, looser textured ingredient will help to rinse it out into the shaker tin, where it belongs. After the Orgeat, I will add a ½ ounce of Cointreau. Lastly, I will add 1½ ounces of light rum to the tin. Then I'm just going to add the ice and shake vigorously for 10 seconds. Then pour directly into my rocks glass that I filled with crushed ice. Now it just needs a float of aged rum. I use a ½ ounce. For garnish, I'm just going to grab a couple of mint sprigs and rough them up a little bit to release the oils before placing them into the cocktail. And here it is, a classic Mai Tai. Orgeat can be made with basically any nut. I've used the same method to make peanut Orgeat, pistachio Orgeat, and pecan, just to name a few. I also like using Orgeat in baking. It makes a great glaze on things like pumpkin bread, banana bread, or this Earl Grey tea loaf. Plus, the bonus marzipan byproduct makes this a zero-waste recipe. I hope you give this recipe a try and let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you'd like to see another video on any other kind of Orgeat, let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video informative. Now kick back, enjoy a nice beverage, have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next week.